need to get Corinne's paper.
What's up, Rumi?
I swear this is the last thing we have to do for Rachel.
For the web page I'm helping Rachel put up, I need to get the essay you wrote that won the Pen to Paper award.
Oh yeah, Rachel mentioned that. I didn't think my paper was that great, but for some reason the entire faculty went totally gaga over it. I'll copy it onto a flash drive for you. But while I do that, would you do me a favor?
Sure, I guess.
I'm absolutely starving, and since you're snack shop boss, how about getting me a toasted bagel with cheese, an apple, some juice, and a candy bar, okay? Soon as you do, I'll give you the essay.
You got it.
Excellent.
Guess who just got a second note from the Black Cat?
Ooh, you're in for it.
Okay, even though I just did snack shop in the last
Attention,
video,
everyone.
I have to do it again.
As of now, the snack shop is open.
All because Corinne needs a snack.
I found out what Mr. Harris's favorite color is. Green.
A lot of good knowing that does us. Stupid uniforms.
At least I have green eyes.
No, you don't. They're hazel.
Order up.
She's going out with him? I mean, his BO is like a weapon of mass destruction.
Come get your order. Come get your order. Come get your order. There, all done.
Yay! You've got my snack.
Yep, enjoy.
Thank you. That is so good. Here, keep it as long as you want. The essay's the only thing on there.
Great, thanks.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to your paper.
Enjoy.
I still am like, how does Nancy know that the blueprints are missing? I wonder if there's some kind of... I have -9 demerits. Alright. I don't know. I guess... Oh wait, maybe it's on this page somewhere. Weather Bureau... Yeah, okay, I don't know. Somehow Nancy just knows that the blueprints are missing. Okay, so let's read Corinne's really amazing paper. Nearly 200 years after his birth, myths surrounding the life and death of Edgar Allan Poe are as numerous today as they were in the mid-19th century. Despite being acknowledged as the inventor of the detective story, founder of the science fiction genre, A preeminent critic and the first American writer to make a living as a writer, Poe continues to be the most famous for his terrifying and gruesome Gothic stories. Poe was a skillful businessman who well understood the importance of writing stories and poems that would increase subscriptions and return a profit. Employed by several publications throughout his career, he had ready access to the sensationalist stories that often featured tales of grave robbing, murder, and premature burials. Poe knew how to exploit the strange appeal the macabre had held for his readers, deftly turning horrific crimes into psychological studies of human behavior. While other authors of his day were copying the British style of happy endings, Poe focused on the darker aspects of the human psyche, establishing situations fraught with drama and emotion, and following them to their logical, often horrifying conclusions, and his readers loved him for it. In the 1840s, Gothic literature was already part of popular culture, but Poe had his stories take place not in remote fantastical settings, but in environs which he knew his readers would find disturbingly familiar. Moreover, his stories were usually written in the first person. This eyewitness perspective not only gave his works an air of credibility, but left his readers with the feeling that the dreadful events he described could happen to anyone. Poe believed that a good short story should make an emotional impact on the reader, whether positive or negative, and truly his tales do just that.
Whoa. When it comes to Mr. Poe and maybe Miss, or should I say Nurse Hollowell, looks like Corinne's a bit of an expert.
The circumstances surrounding Poe's death seem to have been taken right out of one of his stories. In early October 1849, Poe was found lying in the street, delirious, and was taken to Washington College Hospital, a facility in Baltimore which was rumored to engage in body snatching and kidnappings in the name of medical research. He was put under the care of Dr. John Moran, but despite the doctor's efforts as well as those of a particularly devoted nurse, Poe died 4 days later. Exactly why Poe died has never been ascertained. To add to the mystery, a single key was found in the pocket of his clothes after his death. The key, it was believed, was to his traveling trunk, which, when located, would surely contain anything the author had been working on prior to his untimely passing. Poe had made many enemies during his career, including literary critic Rufus Wilmot Griswold, who, amazingly, suddenly claimed to be Poe's literary executor and demanded access to the trunk. He no doubt hoped to hide or perhaps even destroy any stories that could be published posthumously and bring his nemesis even more fame. But when Dr. Moran found the trunk weeks later, it contained nothing of value. Or did it? Was Dr. Moran lying? Did he keep whatever was inside for himself before turning the trunk over to Poe's relatives? Or was he in cahoots with Griswold so that the final works of Edgar Allan Poe have been lost to the world forever because of them? Perhaps fittingly, mystery was not only Poe's trademark, it's become his legacy. And one thing is certain, it's a legacy of which he most certainly would have approved. So Nancy thinks that Corinne knows the nurse. Where does it say the nurse? Particularly devoted nurse. She thinks that Corinne knows Rita Hallowell was the nurse. Which, we know that from her journal. Talks about how, Well, her journal definitely, talks about how she has hidden something. Some treasure. I guess it's in the story of 4 that we see that she was working at Washington College Hospital and she was his nurse. Rita no doubt spent every free moment at his bedside before he died days later. So anyway, Nancy thinks that Corinne has put 2 and 2 together.
Find out what happened to my paper?
Not yet.
Then we've got nothing to say to each other.
Izzy's still super upset by that.
It's not locked.
Hey, Becca, thanks for uploading that essay.
Why did you send me that note?
What note?
I got a note from the Black Cat. A second note.
I didn't send it. We didn't send it.
The first one, yes, but that was it. If you got another note, it must be from the real Black Cat. Look, I don't have any more assignments for you, so thanks for all your help.
Let's go ask Corrine, if she knows about Nurse Hallowell.
Corrine, you here? Guess not.
Cellar. Okay, well, clearly Corrine is up to something. Oh, yeah. She has Izzy's computer password. So she must have wiped the hard drive.
Find out what happened to my paper?
I think so, yeah.
So tell me.
Actually, I don't want to say till I'm absolutely sure.
Then we've got nothing to talk about.
What is that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the other side of the wall. That's interesting. The old set of blueprints shows a tiny room behind the furnace which isn't on the modern blueprints. And the modern blueprint includes a drawing of the furnace and a bunch of numbered valves. Dupin? I've seen that name before in Hallowell's journal.
Yeah, okay. Dupin, great. The Blackwood's chant shall someday reveal what history deemed lost. So now we know each of these valves is correlating to a number. Where is that number? No. Here. So we use the Blackwood's chant. 3 is fine. 3. But 5 is more. Even 19 defeats 4. Should just 7 become lore, at least 2 will find the door. Okay, so first is 3, which is this blue one. Then 5. 19 is this one. 4 is this one. 7 is this one, I think, and then 2 is this one. So now we're locked in.
Corrine?
What are you doing here?
Apparently the same thing you are. Looking for the treasure Rita Hallowell hid. Is that it? What is it? An old manuscript?
By Edgar Allan Poe, never published. He told her where it was when he was on his deathbed. When he died, she took it and ran off so Rufus Griswold wouldn't end up with it. At least I think that's what happened.
You found all that out while you were researching that paper?
When I do research, I do research. Although truth be told, all I knew with relative certainty is that she'd hidden something in this building. I wasn't sure where.
Which is why you became the Black Cat.
I'm not the Black Cat. I didn't leave those notes.
No, you blackmailed someone else into doing that for you. 2 someones, actually.
You're pretty smart. The question is, are you smart enough to live to tell the tale? I don't think so.
Okay. Nancy stumbled upon a booby trap. And, I have to hit all these squares. Oh, that was not the right one. To turn, to disappear. With only using these 4. So... doing this one third and then this one. Okay. Yeah. Wait, I think I messed that up. Did I mess that up? Okay, yeah, I totally messed that up. I did this one twice.
No, forget it. You're not going anywhere till you tell me what the heck is going on.
Come on, Mel. It's too long a story. I need to go.
You just entered my room through the wall. I want an explanation.
I'll explain later. Now let me past.
Stay right there, Mel.
You too? What is this?
Well, for Corrine, it's over. Because of all the meticulous research she'd done, Corrine knew Rita Hollowell had hidden something written by Poe somewhere in Ramsey Hall. But without the clues that my investigation eventually uncovered, her only hope of finding it was by searching the entire building. And she couldn't do that unless most, if not all of its occupants spent midterm break elsewhere, leaving their rooms unoccupied. So, she resurrected an old Waverly legend and attempted to frighten her classmates away with notes from the Black Cat, followed by well-timed accidents. And, having stumbled upon Rachel and Kim's secret months before, she blackmailed them into writing and delivering the notes for her, so that if anything went wrong, they would take the blame. But thanks to me and to Mel, who wouldn't even let me out of her room until I told her everything, Corrine got the blame and was promptly expelled. Which is kind of too bad. She would no doubt have graduated at the top of her class if her greed, guile, and subconscious desire to retaliate against her classmates hadn't gotten the best of her. But some good did result from all this. For one thing, Megan's parents dropped their threatened lawsuit and allowed her to return to school. Fully recovered from her allergic reaction, she threw herself into her studies with a vengeance. Now, with Corrine out of the picture, the valedictorian contest has turned into an academic knockdown dragout between Izzy, Leela, Mel, and Megan, which is a good thing. Not pretty, but good. Anyway, as for Rachel and Kim, Corrine made sure they got expelled too. But when some of Waverly's more influential alumni heard what had happened, they insisted the twins be unexpelled, and even paid their tuition and board for the rest of the year. They contended that the audacious fraud Rachel and Kim had perpetrated stemmed from their determination to get a good education, and hence should be rewarded, not punished. And you know, I have the feeling Rita Hollowell, and maybe even her idol Mr. Poe, who was pretty darn good at making fiction seem like fact himself, would have very much agreed.
Mel plays the cello. Okay. I got All School Champ, Bibliophile, because I looked up a bunch of book titles. Credit Conqueror for gamering accolades. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's like school credits. I got a lot of credits. Gossip Monger for following up on all the latest rumors. That one doesn't surprise me. Easter egg. Yeah, I don't remember how to get the Easter egg. I know I've gotten it before. There's probably more than one too. Piano practice, short order cook, shutterbug.
I don't know about you, but tornadoes have always fascinated me. So when I'm told a team of tornado chasers down in Oklahoma is having strange, sometimes life-threatening problems with its equipment, and I'm asked to join the team so I can try to figure out why, I immediately say yes. But once I arrive in Tornado Alley, I quickly discover that a line of storms severe enough to spawn a record-breaking string of twisters is not my biggest problem. I must also survive the diabolical actions of a teammate bent on sabotage. Join me as I learn firsthand which is more dangerous, Mother Nature or human nature, in my next adventure, Trail of the Twister.
All right, that was Warnings at Waverly Academy. I really love that game. I love the setting. It's so fun and like it's just yeah, it's really great. The mystery's good too. I think the ending is really good with Corrine ended up being the villain and her and Mel kind of like fighting at the end. And yeah, I don't know. I just really like this game. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely in the top 10, maybe top 5. And next game is Trail of the Twister, which I am excited for. When I first played Trail of the Twister, I did not like it at all. I just thought it was like kind of boring and like, I don't know, like why are we in Oklahoma of all places? And there's a lot of puzzles in Trail of the Twister that I found really hard, so I just got really frustrated like the first few times I played that. But after playing it many times, it has become one of my favorite games just because the puzzles are hard, so it makes replaying it really fun and challenging. But also, like, I don't know, the whole Twister thing is exciting and it's actually pretty fun. So I'll be doing that one next. And lastly, time to watch the bonus content from Warnings at Waverly Academy.
The Waverly Academy Founders. Ooh, what a stuffy group. Hey! The Black Cat strikes again. We all tried, but none of us were ever able to snatch the pebble from her hand. Now, should I put this in the oops pile or the I'm so very sorry pile? Ah, the elusive eyes closed, blurry snapshot. Many photographers spend years perfecting this technique, but to some of us it just comes naturally. The setting on my flash might be just a little too strong. I must have been going through an abstract phase at the time. Play us off, graduation cat.